So we can just go ahead and just rap. You know what I mean?
Like I told you, this is what this is. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all really setting the foundation for everybody out here, especially for the niggas out here. You know what I'm saying? And just being that I went to school with y'all, I had classes with some of y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's just touching is warm. You know what I'm saying? Everybody on the mash out here. You know, there's more people from schools that we went to coming up, and then again, it's our generation. I know the old heads speak on our generation a lot, but some of them need, you know what I'm saying, a pat on the ass, but not everybody came up that hard, you know what I'm saying, that dumbfounded. It's like, it's people like us. Yeah, man. Everybody just, you know, doing their own thing. You know, I see a lot of people out here just blowing up. You know what I'm saying? We got heavy connection with celebrities, you know what I'm saying, worldwide.
How you feel about, so you being from the area, how you feel about people saying they need to get out and get away?
You know, if they feel as though, you know, they gotta get out in order to reach the masses where they feel their product or whatever they're promoting is, you know, is gonna go take off at, of course. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't too much here. You know what I'm saying? It's really not too much over here.
But it's opportunity. People would make it seem like it's nothing over here. But
nah, I want
to see what we doing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's like, you can't, motherfuckers gotta realize, man, you can't keep looking for handouts.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta do some of this shit yourself.
Word to Charlemagne. Charlemagne said people think that just because they don't got a paycheck attached to it, it ain't gonna help you out.
Nah.
You only see opportunity when it's attached to a paycheck. But
You know what I'm saying? Like, you just gotta get it organically. You know what I'm saying? Start out, you know, natural. Not everybody's gonna have that spoon, you know what I'm saying, or that person that they know. Sometimes you gotta create it. And this is why I salute this so much, because y'all created this. I'm gonna be back here, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is, I was recently complaining, like, the Fat Five Freddy and them and Ed Lover and shit like that. Like, yo, when are y'all gonna do another, you know, another segment of Yo MTV Rap? You know what I'm saying? And we ain't gotta have Yo MTV Rap, but we can have it right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, as things elevate and whatnot, depending on what, you know, the studios allow. You know what I'm saying? People can do little mini performances and whatnot here. This spot right here is really gonna take off, and I'm gonna be the face. I'm gonna be the first episode to let people know, like, hey, this is it. You know what I'm saying? Who is hosted by, you know, this is the foundation of it. Like, we're gonna always be here, and it ain't never going nowhere. It ain't never going down nowhere else but here. Like, you have to come here. Like, this is gonna be it, man.
I think I called you last Sunday. I think you said you was busy or whatever.
Yeah.
I was gonna let you know that on 103 Jams they got Needle to the Groove on Sundays from 7:30 to I think like 9.
Right.
And I think the last episode, I think it was Women's Month, March. So what he did was he just took all the female MCs. I'm not familiar with most of them MCs. The Real Roxanne, or you know what I mean, all them. He just was busting out all their old hits. You know what I mean? I feel like, and each week it'd be a different segment. You know what I mean? Sometimes last 2 weeks ago it was like G Unit versus who Ja Rule used to be with.
Murder Inc.
Yeah, it was like some stuff like that. You know what I mean? I said, let me call bro, got there just to put them on. But I got an iHeartRadio app, so.
Yeah, Sirius XM. You know what I'm saying? That's as far as radio I'll go.
Get that iHeartRadio app though. That's Sunday nights.
You know what's so crazy though, Tone, man? It's like I listen to my own shit. You know what I'm saying? I listen to my own beats, some of my own songs. You know what I'm saying? I listen to, you know, my own, you know, my hip hop, my collection. You know what I'm saying? My brand of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like Snoop, Tupac, Biggie, Busta. You know what I'm saying? Method Man, Redman, that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I be all on with that type of shit. But what niggas really have to get on is Huey Brisk. Like he just came out. He been out for a while, but he's progressing. He's on the second EP now, and him and Nico Beats is tearing shit up right now. Like, yeah, real hip hop, boom bap and everything. Like they on the charts, man.
Do you sometimes get off, go to another genre, not even another genre, another form of hip hop, just to get a different perspective, or like we'll listen to some trap or.
You know, actually, some of that shit. You know, I wouldn't even say I hate to say this, because, you know, I give everybody their props. That nigga Lil Uzi Vert, it was a song that came on in one of the clubs one time we went to, and the bass, it was just hitting, like the beat that he had, it was just so much bass in it, and it was dope. Like, you barely had any drum kicks, you know what I'm saying? It was just so much bass, but that's as far as I go. You know, I never knock this shit. It's just certain shit that I'm not down with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And, You know, the Migos is hard. You know what I'm saying? Like,
sure.
them niggas hard. Like the nigga 21 Savage, Joy Badass wrote the song for Post Malone. I think I forgot how it go. I've been feeling like a rock star, some shit like that. Yeah, and that shit was hard. You know what I'm saying? I don't never knock. It's just some of that shit. Like, yo, it's not a go for me.
It's not on your playlist
at all. Yeah. At all.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Sure. There was one point I was listening to nothing but trap, and I felt like I was boxed in. Like Money Man, that's all I listened to. Money Man, goddamn 21, but I had to get off of that.
Yeah, I grew up on this type of shit that I listened to.
I remember last time we talked, you said you went to Cali. How was that, as far as the musical climate over there? I know you tried to hit a couple studios.
It was great. Oh no, we did. You know what I'm saying? The homeboys I was with, you know what I'm saying? Like that whole group, like is like associated acts with Aston Martin and Aston Matthews and Ben Staples and that whole type of clip. So, you know, the musical climate was great, you know what I'm saying, especially knowing what I came up off of, you know what I'm saying, it was real. You know, we had a lot of personal moments where it wasn't even about music, but this is what we did in our everyday life. You know, I was getting certified as a producer at that time, so, you know, everything was good, man. Everything worked out perfectly over there, you know what I'm saying, meeting who I met, going to the studios that I've been to. You know, I actually recorded in Frank Ocean's studio. Well, it's not his, but you know, he was in there. Some more shit was in there. You know what I'm saying? Everything was just solidified. I was off of Sunset and Corona. I want to say, yeah.
Is that LA?
Yeah, Hollywood. Okay. Yeah, that shit was all right. You know what I'm saying? Everything was good.
So you would say it's more other local artists are more supportive on that side than on this side?
You know, I can't even say that, man, because it's like when I look at what people say, it's so true, but I don't have haters. I don't want them. Right. You know what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers like glorify that type of shit, like nigga. Like, why can't we all just come together? Like, we all the same.
It be everybody head.
Yeah, bro. And it's like, yeah, I'm the shit, but I'm not gonna shit on you.
I seen people talk about haters. Not saying they got haters, but they'll say that just because somebody don't support, or they don't like their picture, or they don't like their video, or they don't like go to come to their show, or buy a ticket or a shirt, that they hating. That's not the case, right?
Nah, just because somebody ain't supporting you financially don't mean that they hating. You know
showing
you
attention to something. Somebody's seen it.
Yeah, some probably just, and it's so hard for somebody to tell you that they don't like your shit without you taking it wrong. Right. You know what I'm saying? If anything, politic with this person and see like what you should fix. Or if they just don't like it and other people appeal to your shit. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the crowd. The crowds you attract, to me. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about.
So out here, what would you say? Would you say there's a cliche Virginia artist? Would you say people from here are like cliche as far as how they present themselves with the choker chains and the little tank top, the little polo shirts, with like the designer polos and like the, you know what I mean, the Gillespie's or Louboutins or whatever? That's like the style, the East Coast. Is it a DMV thing?
Nah. You know what I'm saying? I think most of that shit.
But you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, of course. You know what I'm saying? Like the South, nobody has an impact on music how the South has it right now. Right. For the past few years, you know what I'm saying? It's been running. And if they want to dress like that, man, I don't have no problem with it. I just know what hip hop is and what they brand the music is. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you call like Migos and them, they'll tell you they don't want to be associated with hip hop because they make trap music. Right. So associate that genre, your genre of clothes, all that shit over there. You know what I'm saying? Like we over here, you know what I'm saying? We hip hoppers over here. It's not even on us, it's in us, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I wear, you know what I'm saying, the shit that I wear, but it's in me.
It represents
you know what I'm saying? I represent it. Yeah, and I got on cross colors, you know what I'm saying? This is a black owned brand. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what, you know, and this was a major line in hip hop back in the day too. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Bruno Mars and Cardi B who, you know, did the song Drippin' in Finesse. That shit dope too, by the way. And you know, they was draped all in it and had that living color, you know what I'm saying, theme going on. The shit was dope. It was cool.
At that point, they commercial. They gotta. Outside of that, they gotta do what they do on a normal basis. But I feel like with that, they got to really show what they really into versus just.
Yeah, man. I think it's just, you know, just fitting in. You know, I even had that problem. You know, not everybody had that problem, but you know, a lot of people go through that phase in life where they feel as though like, yo, is the shit that I'm doing really played out?
Right.
should I try to fit in with them? And I actually tried that one time, and it was like, yo, this doesn't work.
It don't feel right.
It don't feel right because it's like you got that feeling. Just do you, and perfect what it is that you do best. Simple as that. I don't care if it's porn. I don't care if it's stripping. Whatever the fuck it is that you can benefit from and make money from, and you good at this shit, perfect it. That's why I perfected, you know what I'm saying, with the music, because I got a sound thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know what sounds good, you know?
I feel like people like you are worth more, because I feel like as far as somebody who makes something that's just generic, somebody that's just making beats with a lot of claps and snares or whatever in it, I feel like they sound is copied or it's inspired by what's on the radio or what they, you know what I mean, the recommended video on YouTube. I feel like somebody like you said, is really doing you.
Original.
And it's not, like you said, trying to mold to what's going on with the world. I feel like that's more cost effective than.
Yeah, man, you can't fabricate yourself, especially in this game. You know what I'm saying? They'll chew you up in a heartbeat, and they'll find you out quick. You know what I'm saying? See, I ain't got nothing to lie about or to hide in my rhymes. Like, all the bitches, all my homeboys know how I get down, you know what I'm saying? The hoes know I'm nasty, but in a clean way, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I put it into the music. I make it smooth, I can make it hard, you know what I'm saying? I just go off the genre that I grew up on. You know, I like R&B. I always wanted to produce you know, a female, and she was a singer, you know what I'm saying? Not, you know, these producers and these singers, they kind of catch on and shit, but I'm not trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? I just want to go in there and make you a bomb-ass EP or something, or a bomb-ass song. You know what I'm saying? Leave it at that. Like, I can produce for anybody. Like, composing and just making shit, you know what I'm saying, and writing songs. Like, my homeboy Gmail told me, he was like, I ain't never worked with nobody or seen nobody write a song the way you did. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, yo, he knows, I see it, you know what I'm saying? We going through technical difficulties right now, but, you know, once I come back out, we coming out with a whole new EP, new beats, you know what I'm saying? I just told him, like, look, yo, I just want to be refreshed. Like, I only want to use what we had because I know we can make better.
Right.
I know it.
Always room for improvement and growth.
Up top.
You feel like Virginia, I'm not going to say whole Virginia, but this part of Virginia got its own sound with Timberland, Missy.
Of course. You know what I'm saying? I found myself bumping Timbo, his beats, you know what I'm saying, like pretty much throughout the days now. You know what I'm saying? It's, you know, it been that way, but it's like, yo, when he started, you know, making his shit, people couldn't catch on that easy.
He was ahead of his time.
And it was like his snares, like his patterns, like, yo, how can you boom, 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 and then mix the snare into the kick at the same time, and it's like, yo, that shit is just dope, and it was so futuristic, man. And you know, it was beautiful what they did with the lid. I'm talking about, it was like, yo, I can name you at least like 10 Timberland hits, like from back in the day off top. And that's good, you know what I'm saying? It's because, and being that this is the music game, it didn't take them long, because like once they hear this fresh new sound, y'all got fresh new beats, they're not gonna want this product anymore, because it's like y'all beating, well, I'm not gonna say they don't want that product anymore, but it's like y'all going to a whole nother direction and everybody's gonna want that new sound. But at the end of the day, it don't matter what kind of sound you make you a bomb hit, it's gonna sell 1 million copies. Simple as that. Because you got Adele, she not making Timberland sounds. Right. But we all musicians. So our music is gonna sell as long as we got the fan support, as long as it sound good, you're good to go.
Right. I feel like those guys, I feel like Pharrell might have been going through those growing pains too. Not even just him, but anybody making music like that, going through them growing pains where they feel like maybe it's something new, and maybe they're not riding the wave of everybody. You know what I mean? But I feel like it's always that's a sign of progress when you feel uncomfortable. I'm reading this book and it says you got to lean towards the edge. The edge being like something unfamiliar to you, and that unfamiliarness and uncomfortableness is where, you know what I mean.
You start to grow.
It's where you really flourish.
I mean,
once you get comfortable, then it's a wrap.
Yeah, once you get comfortable, it is a wrap for certain shit, man. You just can't, you know, stop what you're doing right then and there unless you got something to back you up, or you can stop right then and there. But other than that, you know, being uncomfortable just to grow. A lot of people don't want to see it that way, but sometimes it works. Sometimes you don't have to go about it like that. You could just take it a day at a time on whatever it is that you progressing towards, and you know, still maintain your everyday routine. But if it's killing your pockets and you gotta, fund towards different things to get where you need to go, yeah, then it's gonna get uncomfortable to, progress. But you're doing it for better cause.
Mm-hmm. What you think about Drum and his whole musical force? He in a whole different category, his own. He's singing like it's Motown, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean he dope as fuck. You know what I'm saying? When I listened to the first tape, I heard the Cha Cha and whatnot, and then my homeboy Marley, he was like, "Yo, you heard this nigga, man?" And I was like, "Yeah, I heard about him," but the hip hop that we do, we was just like, "Oh, okay." Mm-hmm. So then when I had listened to his tape, I heard this song called Everything. Bro, I'm telling you, my mind changed about this nigga so fucking quick. Yo, that shit was crazy, and it was dope. It was dope. You know what I'm saying? He got soul. Right, so I was like, yo, if I ever came across dude and he was in VA, you know what I'm saying, we got the chance to chop it, I know he'll fuck with my beats, of course. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's not even the cockiness talking. I just go off of my sound and me knowing what sounds good so much, and the feedback that I always get from everybody out here. Or anybody else that I've ever introduced to music. The only type of criticism I had was for, adding more music to my beats. Because at first I just used to make them raw, and then I would write to them, and that's what would make it sound better to them. But at the same time, a lot of people, well, not a lot, but a few who did music and who did produce, they just saw it from another standpoint to where it's like, okay, add some more to it. And I was like, yeah, as I listen, I feel where y'all coming from now. You know what I'm saying? But those are my beginning stages.
Alright, so let's role play. Talk to me as if I'm from out of town. Mm-hmm. Tell me about the music climate of undiscovered artists in this area. I'm not going to say Virginia because, once you get past Richmond, it changes. So in this area, tell me about the undiscovered talent that's making noise, though. Don't tell me about them, but tell me about like the scene of everything. Who really catching on in this area?
I honestly couldn't say, man, because it's like I don't even know anybody who doing the shit that I do other than my homeboy Marley Wiles. You got Ronnie Wells out here. He's a good example. DP, he already on. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, far as my bracket goes over here, I mean, I hate to say it, but everybody is, doing the sound. You know what I'm saying? Right. So far as undiscovered talent goes, I can only name a few, especially that's within my range. Yeah. And you got AJ Kaysen and the homeboy Zulu. You know what I'm saying? They do real good. You know
I like that. I like that you didn't put yourself in the whole melting pot with everybody, because that says something about you that you really. I know last time you talked, you said you really do the real music. I like that.
Yeah, the people I named were associated acts. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'd associate myself with. And you got Hayes. You got Q1. He a producer out here. You know what I'm saying? They was with the whole Charlotte Park thing out here. I don't know what happened to them, but I would really, really love to see them do another project together, man, because the first one was crazy as hell. Shit was dope. And it was so unexpected out here, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, to get that type of sound or to get these types of lyrics to come from people that some of them I grew up with. You know what I'm saying? I knew them. And it was just like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is out here. You ain't got to go to New York or swim around just to do what you want to do or,
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like it was kind of almost effortless for you to link up with these people. I feel like everything fell in place, meeting up with them.
Shit.
What I'm trying to say is, like, you didn't have to go find somebody that you vibe with, or that you know what I mean? You didn't have to be like, it wasn't really trial and error. You was like, you either met somebody and you rock with them, or you met somebody and then your sounds, all your sounds just came together. Like, you never was like, man, let's work together, and then you found out in the studio that you didn't rock with them.
Oh, nah. Me, I had went out to, when I was out in California, as a matter of fact, you know what I'm saying? I was reaching out to Yoga Flame. Mm-hmm. Me and him, that they the reason I started doing it, you know what I'm saying? Because before I went out there, I had a crib, and I had linked up with DP and shit, we smoking. And we talking and whatnot, and then I told him my new tuck, you know what I'm saying, from back in the day, we grew up together kind of, and shit, you know, we came to my crib, Keon had a birthday party over there, and from there, you know what I'm saying, we just started rocking and making music, you know what I'm saying, they were making shit. Keon gave me the first beat that I ever did, and it was a song called Cognac Moments, but I haven't put it out yet, you know what I'm saying, because I feel like it could be better, you know what I'm saying, and I still got it in the cut, but when I heard Dave, like, this was like, I was senior in high school, and I was like, I was into sports at the time, but I was like, I knew this is done now because we getting pussy and we smoking weed.
Yeah, right.
So I'm like, yo, I'm done with that. And I heard him, I was like, yeah, so now my music shit can come out now because it's somebody that I can fuck with.
Right,
you know
right,
what I'm saying? And I like just being from here, that having, you know, just thinking about what people think, it has a real effect on you, man. And it's like, yo, I always knew that I was gonna say fuck it at some point. Because I knew I wasn't going to college and I wasn't fucking with the military. So I was like, yo, I'm going to say fuck it at one point and just get up and go. But then when they came around, they made me kind of want to stay here. But I seen the way they was traveling and whatnot, where they was going. I wanted to do the same. Simply because I knew my sound wasn't going to get. I could care less about the, you know, popularity and shit. But, you know, I just knew my sound won't get the credit it needed. So I went out there and, you know, I just kept going from there. But they definitely broke me out the shell because it wasn't even like, yo, I'm gonna start rapping, but we was just all around together.
You never want to be the first.
Yogi gave me a beat.
You never want to be the first or last person to do something. I feel like I'm not gonna say they cracked that barrier, but somebody cracked the barrier, and then because Keon put me on to the whole exposure thing. I was kind of, you know, in my shell too as well, but growing up with him, I just seen like he doing him. I mean, you know.
And he took guitar lessons and everything.
Everything, guitar class, all that shit. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that was what's up, man.
How you feel about when people say DMV, they associate 757, us, with DMV? What's the differences?
I mean, honestly, I never played into that hype. I just know it was like DC, Maryland, Virginia type of thing.
Because you can go on DatPiff and they'll have like a DMV playlist,
right,
and you won't find nobody from here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the crazy part. Like, I mean, honestly, you know, it just depends on what your hustle level like, man. Everybody else ain't on the mash for real. Everybody, you know what I'm saying, hustle levels is unmatched. You know, you know, for real, this music shit really costs. So, you know, if you don't find somebody from here that ain't really booming like that, which it should be, because y'all including Virginia, it should be a list of motherfuckers from the Hampton Roads, because you go up to Richmond, it's a couple of hard cats in Richmond, I heard, but you go northern, or, you know what I'm saying, further down, like, yo, you not really getting no popping shit.
Shy Glizzy, that's it. That's about it.
Yeah, I heard of him. I didn't even know he was from here. He from here?
He from DC.
DC, yeah.
And Gold Link, but that's really it. Maryland, who? I don't know about from Maryland. Got that.
Yeah, bro, so I don't really know too many cats
You
out here.
don't think the 757 get as much credit as it should?
I mean, the right niggas is getting credit, you know what I'm saying, because they definitely been moving for a long time. Other than that, you know, I feel as though, I hate to sound like I want handouts, but I feel as though like our forefathers like Timbo and Pharrell and them should dig a little deeper into the hole to find out who's really out here and who can get on these shit, because it's like, look at all the names that I named, like the Devontae Swains, the Dowders, and everybody who came from up out of here. Like, yo, we're the next generation coming forward. The only way we can get in touch with you niggas is through fashion now, you know what I'm saying? You know, shit, it just gotta be, like, people just gotta go, like, get out. You gotta get out. And like just doing the venues around here, which I did a couple, you know what I'm saying? Like, I lost to one of the wackest persons ever. You know what I'm saying?
What was it? It wasn't
the
sound, but what was the factor that would you say you lost? So
it was a talent showcase. You know what I'm saying? And the song was just shitty as hell. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
The other person's.
Yeah, but you know what I mean, I look at things from all angles. It was probably my stage performance that wasn't better than his or whatever they graded, but the song was some bullshit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I feel as though is gonna waste my time and is gonna heat me up. You know what I'm saying? Because that's really what played, you know, an effect in this whole thing. Is like, yo, how's my sound gonna elevate out here? I done lost a homegirl to it. You know what I'm saying? That was real deep in the like what getting in the business, you know what I'm saying?
What do you mean you lost it? She switched her sound up? She tried to...
No, it was basically like, yo, she felt as though as if my sound was gonna, you know what I'm saying, not gonna like fuck with the crowd, you know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, you know, and a lot of people fuck with my shit, and you're one of them that's saying you fuck with the shit, so it's like, how you really feeling? But you know what they say, you can't mix friends and business, and I'm cool with that. Just keep it 100 with them.
Yeah,
At
don't
the
lie.
same time, don't lie to me. Or if you got the, you know what I'm saying, the tools that help a nigga out, do it. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't forcing nothing on nobody. You know what I'm saying? I know who I fuck with. I know who fuck with me. I know my position in here. And you know, at the end of the day, I just told myself I could take as long as I want to take with this shit, as long as my style don't switch up.
Right.
Because all I got to do is come back with a hit record and boom, there it is. You know what I'm saying? This business ain't going nowhere. People got to know what this business is about. You know what I'm saying? You're going to attract a lot of fake attention. You're going to have so much money, you ain't going to know what to do with it. You're going to be lost. And then again, you got people like J. Cole who preach like being broke is better and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, they don't want that false attention and shit like that. It'll feel so much better you working for shit like the money to get what you want instead of just having it all and, you know what I'm saying, just, yo, it's a crazy lifestyle, man. I just know how I want to live in that lifestyle.
So, with your unique sound, do you feel like there's enough supporters out here?
So, yeah. But nah,
when I say supporters, and I say, help me reword my question. With your unique sound, do you feel like there's enough supporters to get you where you want to go? So you know, you got the young crazies, you got the BEO move. It's easy for them to get supporters because you know what? It just takes a video or Instagram post, and you know people just flock to it. I know people who like those artists, those kind of artists, and haven't even heard their music. You know what I mean? They just like the, you know what I mean, the aesthetics of it all. But somebody like you that's living different, that's carrying themselves different, they got a different sound. Do you feel like this area, or I'm gonna say this area has enough, will give you enough support and backing without you, you know, kind of switching it up, or?
Oh, of course. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell y'all something, man. I done had people tell me make CDs they're buying. You on iTunes, I'll buy it. You know what I'm saying? And just having another child and, you know, going through having life priorities, you know what I'm saying? I had to put that first. I had to put that stuff first in order to, you know, get my shit up off the ground the way I wanted to. But yeah, I definitely do have the support. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that hate and shit is overblown because I like my homeboy, he doing so good with his free living brand, or his clothing brand, you know what I'm saying? He's selling shirts like a motherfucker. You know, and it's like, yo, who's hating? They hitting you up saying that they want to buy the shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, who's hating? You know, I don't know who's hating. It's only hate when you flashing or flaunting some shit that other people think that they need. You know, as far as the chains and clothes and Balenciagas and all that bullshit.
Niggas ain't snatching hats and shit.
Yeah, no, you know, niggas ain't snatching shit off of me, period. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just like, yo, you, like, shit, fuck it. The support is here, man. The support is definitely here. And we starting out supporting this shit right here because it's a bomb-ass show.
How you get your sound? What drove you off that majority path of sounding like everybody?
Dez and Corrupt.
Dez and Corrupt.
Yeah, from the Dog Pound. Yeah, for real. Yeah, like that shit was just so, like, you could feel the shit, you know what I'm saying? Like the Shock G's and Dr. Dre's and Easy Mo B's, you know what I'm saying? The Johnny J's and shit. And like a lot of people look at me like I'm crazy because they don't know who the fuck I'm talking about. But, you know, just real hip hop shit, you know what I'm saying? And those types of sounds, man, just do it to you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to RZA Connect. You know, everybody who held the Wu-Tang down, you know what I'm saying? That sound, Tribe Called Quest, you know what I'm saying? The shit just sounded good. And then again, they were sampling old records. So when you sampling these old records like Teddy Pendergrass and Parliament Funkadelic and shit and putting it behind your own boom bap or hip-hop sound, you know what I'm saying? That shit just be dope. And that's who I learned how to, you know, do it from, was Dr. Dre, you know what I'm saying, to be technical and to be exact, you know what I'm saying, it was him, you know, definitely like just finding certain songs and finding the goodness in it or find what you want to put into your beat, that shit is crazy, yo. That shit is dope.
When it comes to exposure, what do you use the most to reach a certain audience or try to get when you release a new song or when you do that? What's the most powerful tool in your eyes to connect with new fans?
SoundCloud will always be there. A lot of people choose Bandcamp and all that other shit, but I don't think it's nothing driving SoundCloud off the wave because you still got dope artists like Kanye West or Mac Miller. They'll drop a track on SoundCloud in a heartbeat. You know what I'm saying? And it's just all these media platforms, and the first thing somebody coming up to you and asking when they ask you if you do music, what's your SoundCloud? You know what I'm saying? They're not asking you what's your Bandcamp. You know what I'm saying? Especially out here they not. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the first thing that they go to. Or do you got a YouTube or whatever? You know what I'm saying? It's all types of media platforms, but for me it's SoundCloud definitely. For right now, you know what I'm saying? We definitely, like, as EPs start to come out, we want to sell them, certain songs, you know what I'm saying? Because I do like the sample. But the songs that's able to be sold, you know what I'm saying?
I never understood that process. When you wanted to, say you drop an EP, not an EP, but a mixtape. What's a mixtape? A
mixtape in that category, I don't like to use that term no more because mixtapes to me is...
Yeah, nobody says that no more.
Mixtapes to me is when you...
It's an LP.
The LP is like an album.
Okay.
And EP is like a mini album, mini production. You know what I'm saying?
Could you put something that you sampled, but you never got it cleared on like Tidal or like Apple Music?
Nah, see, you can't register it. And the only way you can, you can put it up there, but you just can't sell it.
Okay.
But if you put it on Apple Music, and whatnot, they'll definitely have some questions. Because if you register it to be sold, register your catalog to be sold up there, and there's a sample in it, and they know who it came from, like that's like a media lawsuit right there.
Okay. But what if you don't you get money from streams? About that?
Yeah, you do get money from streams. I looked all that type of stuff up, YouTube views and all of that. You definitely get money from. You just gotta have an account and I guess link your credit card to to your account, and they go off of your profile. You know what I'm saying? You got this amount of views. It range from 1,000. You getting in the millions. They give you like $100,000 check or something like that. I heard. Yeah, so it's it's a lot of opportunity out here for people to just do them on their own instead of depending on the label and all that shit.
Could you use a label in your situation?
Yeah.
Would you use a label as a vehicle to get to where you want to go?
Depending on how the contracts are, man, because there's nothing, absolutely nothing worth signing your life over and then being fucked over all in the end. Because when you sign a label deal, you sign yourself to a 3-album deal with them. And if you don't read your contracts over, you know what I'm saying, you definitely gonna regret what you got going on, because they'll take every last dime you have and you just sitting in there working hard, you know what I'm saying, and racking up on your tour money, and they'll even take that from you if you don't read what you're signing. So depending on how the contracts is, yeah, I'll take that deal, but I'll definitely get up out of it as soon as I'm done, because that's what a lot of people do. That's why you get all these artists who start their own labels. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't need nobody. What the hell you want somebody else taking your money for, like, or thinking for you? You don't need nobody else to think for you, because all they put in that contract is studio time, tours, hotels, and all that other bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Find what you can find that you can fund yourself for. Find your own studios to go to. You know what I'm saying? Tell them what you don't need instead of what they think that you need, that they have to come out of pocket for.
For the extra stuff.
Yeah, like the engineers and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? If you know your own engineer, you got your own personal one, you do it. And then when things start to pick up, or you want to take whatever they gave you out of your advance to pay him, you know what I'm saying? Cool, but do not let them give you everything. Don't take nothing from them, you know what I'm saying? Because you could be driving in a car that they got for you that you don't even know about. You know what I'm saying? So, fuck y'all. Well, big dick.
Well, with that being said, do you have any, what you got for us? You got anything cooking? Anything?
Oh, yeah, man, I got a Blackout EP coming, man.
It's called Blackout?
Yeah, we named it Blackout. Yeah. Well, I named it Blackout because, it's a lot of moods that I've been having, you know what I'm saying? About this music and, you know what I'm saying, the doubts of the sound, but, I'm going to keep it pushing. So, Blackout EP, y'all check for that song produced by me and Gmail, D-Flow Productions. Peace.